lot of women feel left in the dark about menopause, and today we're going to be shedding some light about some of the things that your doctor may not be telling you. Menopause is defined as no menstrual period for 12 months. That's it, literally. So I just wanted to be clear that even if you bleed month 11, day 26, that's not menopause. So it's a full year. Some of the common symptoms of menopause include hot flashes, night sweats, difficulty sleeping. Some women have weight gain and difficulty losing weight, and also vaginal dryness. I wanted to talk about this topic because lots of physicians don't get adequate training on menopause. I remember in residency, we had maybe one lecture a year. So even amongst OBGYNs, we don't have enough knowledge on this topic. A second reason why I wanted to address menopause is there are lots of gaps in the data. And when there are gaps, that's an opportunity for misinformation and taking advantage of women because we don't have the knowledge on this topic. Now let's dive into one of the common treatment options for menopausal symptoms, and that's hormone replacement therapy. I wanted to break down the indications for hormone replacement therapy, and we'll go from a green light to a yellow light to a red light. Let's start with the green light. The green light are those indications that are FDA approved, and we have lots of data, meaning lots of randomized controlled studies. Those indications include vasomotor symptoms, so that's the hot flashes and the night sweats. And that's the common reason why women start hormone replacement therapy. The light is going to be the areas where there's no clear indication. We do have some data, but we can't definitively say that these patients should get it. And that's where shared decision-making comes in. The third section is going to be our red. That means it's not evidence-based, it's not FDA approved, and it's some off-label use. And that's where misinformation comes in. So for example, you would not start hormone replacement therapy for hair loss. It's also important to note that hormone replacement therapy is not for the primary prevention of disease, meaning osteoporosis, cardiovascular disease, and dementia. Some of the rare risks of hormone replacement therapy include blood clots, current cardiovascular disease, or things like stroke, and also breast cancer. Now let's talk about a common issue my patients bring to me in the clinic, and that's weight gain. The first thing I'd like to say is that it's not your fault. The weight gain in menopause is due to low levels of estrogen. Estrogen is responsible for some of the metabolism that happens in the body. When you have low estrogen, there's increased levels of adipose, meaning fat in the abdomen, and also visceral fat, meaning the fat around the organs. So that may be why it's very difficult to lose weight when you're going through perimenopause or the postmenopausal period. The good news is there are some recommendations that I have that may help you. So here are some of my recommendations. I know you've heard this a lot, which is lifestyle changes such as diet and exercise, but specifically for the diet, I want you to consume high fiber, high protein, and low sugar. In terms of the exercise, there are different categories. The first is aerobic exercise. Those are things like walking, jogging, running. The second thing that you can do is weight-bearing exercise, which has the added benefit of building bone or helping with bone health. Some practical things that you can add to your day-to-day would be wrist weights as well as ankle weights so that you're not forced to go out of your usual schedule. You have the weight on and you can just go about your business. And there's the additional benefit of bone health. Let's talk about shared decision-making and what that means and how you can advocate for yourself when you're seeing your gynecologist. The thing about shared decision-making that's important is you have to have enough information and the right information. If hormone replacement therapy is something that you'd like to start, it's important to know your medical history, your family history, medications that you're taking. That way, your doctor has the full breadth of knowledge about you. It's important that you come with all the information you have and the doctor brings the knowledge that they have. Menopause is a huge topic. I'm planning to talk about this much more. So if this is content that you like, leave a comment, leave a question, and don't forget to subscribe.